to get started, I'd actually like to start by inviting a special friend of mine up right now, Linnaeus. Linnaeus, do you have? Oh, you still have to grab it.
It's right out here.
Right out here. Okay. So my good friend Linnaeus, he's helped me at Indie FurCon. He is the charity liaison here. And a couple days before the con, he started texting me. He needed some help with something, and I'm like, okay, sure, you know, I'm willing to help out with things. And I was sort of scrolling through the text. I didn't really see what he was saying, but I read something about helping him punch his pinata. And I'm thinking, well, normally it's the Mexican furs that say things like that to me. Like, hey, Senor Dez, come up to my room, I'll help punch your pinata. And I'm like, as long as it doesn't end up with me hanging from the ceiling by a rope, sure. But I'm thinking, well, Linnaeus, you are married. You're expecting a kid today.
Roughly,
Like, literally, his wife's due date is Saturday of Midwest Fur Fest. To quote the third Indiana Jones movie, you have chosen poorly. So I get here to the con, and he says, oh, come join me in this room, I gotta show you something real quick. And I'm like, oh, right. And I get in there, there's like the whole board of directors is in there, and he's there, and he's like, oh, here, let me show you this thing. And he whipped it out, and I was very disappointed. It was an actual pinata. Reveal the pinata.
First of all, I'd like to point out that there's a rule that we just discovered today, is that everything looks more phallic if it is under a sheet. On this general topic, the other thing I'd like to briefly, if anyone remembers the old MFF logo before we had the sort of smirking, fangy raccoon that we have now, which is awesome, the old one designed by Ursula Vernon was this very well-designed raccoon holding a globe and a pencil and just speaking of arts and the world and such. And I gave this art to a custom pinata maker in Little Village in Chicago, and here's what they came up with.
Oh no. Oh God. It's a bad dragon dildo.
So this is the FurFest mascot in pinata form. I did not realize the FurFest mascot was Mexican. We are officially MexWest FurFest. Hello, welcome to MexWest FurFest, sponsored by our restaurant Over the Border. I think you mean on the border. No, over the border, senor. Unless you mean on the US side of the border. But it's filled with all kinds of charity goodness, is it not?
Two brief comments, if I may. One, yes, it is filled with like 100 Lindor truffles and assorted other candy. Yeah, there's a shop, an outlet shop for those like across the street. It is fantastic. The other thing that I found out is that I think they may have looked us up possibly and maybe seen some, you know, kind of more adult art because.
This is anatomically correct, I believe.
Well, actually, if you notice, there's something. The haunches here are a little ballsy, and the candy is mostly in the shaft, I guess you'd call it.
I'm gonna get me some Lindor truffles. Everyone, close your eyes.
Thank you. This is going to be in the charity auction tomorrow, and I'll wrap it up.
So this is going to be in the charity auction tomorrow. Yes, you can be the one to have the honor to say, I whacked the MFF mascot.
Whacked off.
Yes, that will be on Twitter. I'm sure. The S&M furs will be all over that. They'll put a little muzzle on them. There'll be like a YouTube video. Whacked. So, but yes, for the charity, I gave him a little time of mine tonight. So,
Thank you.
if you head to the charity auction tomorrow, donate. You can whack the FurFest mascot. It'll be adorable.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Linnaeus. Exactly.
Thanks, Linnaeus.
Thank you.
What? No, not right now. All right.
How great is it that the charity came to a panel in this room of this size instead of the one in main events? Guys, should we be in a bigger room next year?
Yes!
Yeah, tweet that shit.
Main stage.
No, that place is scary.
We'll go, let's go to secondary events. We'll work on main stage, maybe a couple years. But let's see. Everyone's talking about movies right now. Of course, the big movie all the furries are talking about, Zootopia. Zootopia, Zootopia. They should have a national anthem. They should. They really should. Everyone's saying this is a movie made for furries. No, it's made by furries. If it was made for furries, it'd be the first Disney movie with an NC-17 rating. There'd be 2 songs 10 minutes of plot and 69 minutes of the fox and the bunny doing it. Why 69 minutes? Because literally fucking furries. Because right now, the big movie everyone's talking about, coming out, Star Wars. Star Wars! Star Wars! If you get that reference, you are old like me. Brittle high five. Yes. Finally, a sequel to Return of the Jedi. We might finally get the eternal question answered. Did Han and Leia and Chewbacca have a threesome? If one of the kids is hairier than the others, then we know. I love you. I know. And yes, I know, that is the worst Chewbacca roar ever.
Yeah.
Of course, last year, the movie we were all talking about, Guardians of the Galaxy, that was a movie made for furries. A hot guy, a hot girl, a big dude, an anthropomorphic tree, and a raccoon that likes to drink, get paid, smoke, and get laid. This was a movie made for furries. They could have just called it Birds in Space. Yes, just grab a seat anyway. But that was.
I make chairs!
Yay! Street, everyone.
Sly Cooper is coming out 2016.
Oh,
Sly Cooper, people are looking forward to that for
I
sure.
tried to pee. It's really hard to
Let's see. So, let me tell you a little story about. I don't usually talk about my family too much, but let me tell you a little about my mom, Mom Des. Mom Des is adorable. She is a little British lady. She was raised in London. She taught English, and when I mean she taught English in English. And she's very prim and proper, but she has her moments when. I want you to imagine Mom Des. Imagine the Queen. Queen of England. Hello. Him. Now imagine the Queen and Mrs. Doubtfire being a lesbian couple and they had a child. That would be my mom. Equal hello and equal hello. This is a lady who we were all together, my family, for the first time in a while, and we got into an elevator together. And the doors were starting to close, and this little lady comes coming to the door. No, wait, hold on. And you open the door. Oh, yeah, go, come on in. Do you want to get on? And she goes, well, is this going down? And everyone in the elevator went, no, we're going up. And everyone, for some reason, in the elevator pointed up. But this little old lady went, and walked away, like giving us the evil eye. And we're like, what the hell was that? And as the doors close, we see my mom in the front going, which is the finger you don't point up with in Canada? And we look in horror as my mom is still holding her hand up. She flipped off the old lady, and of course this old lady probably couldn't see past my mom into the elevator. So she probably thought the entire elevator flipped off this old lady. We're going up! My mom, she doesn't get some of the North American things, Like, there was this one time, I was probably about 12 or so, and she comes into my room, and she goes, darling, I'm wondering if we could borrow a rubber. Your father and I are doing something in the other room. I'm like, first of all, I'm 12, I don't have any yet. Second of all, I'm 12, you shouldn't talk to me about this. And third of all, I'm 12, my body is so full of hormones. If I actually had one, I'd be like, all right, I'm opening it, and I'm putting it on the tip, and I'm done. Oh, so that was an orgasm. We'll have to try that again sometime. But, and I'm just like, I don't have any of those, Mom. She's like, oh, yes, you do. I saw you using that one with the cartoon character in the kitchen. What? Like, what? They don't have, what are you talking, like, there's gonna be, like, Fred Flintstone condoms? I'm gonna yabba dabba do you. Like, don't use the Scooby-Doo ones. I hear they break. Oh yeah. And then I realized, British. Rubber is eraser in Britain. You're asking me to borrow an eraser from when I was doing my math homework. I get it, Mom. Never ever ask your class to borrow one of their rubbers. I can see that, my mom coming home. I got suspended from school, but you're the teacher. What happened? Well, I was in class and I was like, well, I need to borrow a rubber. Can I borrow one of yours, Jimmy? And Everyone, stop snickering, class. I just want to borrow a rubber. I saw he had a big one earlier, so I thought I'd ask him. I'll send you to the headmaster, and he'll give your bottom quite a thumping. And they suspended me. Yes, Mom. Never. It's an eraser. Call it an eraser. She's adorable, though. There was one time, and I know you can't tell now because you kind of put the weight back on a little bit, but I was working out really hard for a while, and once again, I was hanging out with the whole family. My brothers were like, yeah, man, you're doing really good. Keep working out those delts and those quads. And yeah, I like those bis and those tris. And my mom chimes in, and your sphincter. Did I mention we were out for dinner at a fancy restaurant? Like, you know that background hum of like plates clinking and silverware and people talking? All of that to a halt. Everyone is looking, they're like, why did that old lady yell sphincter? Is that the queen? Holy shit. Oh my god, is Ashton Kutcher here? Are we being punked? This is awesome. And everyone at the table is like, why did you yell sphincter? She's like, well, it's a muscle. I saw it on one of my medical shows. Technically, it's not one my personal trainer's gonna help me work out. I don't think his wife would appreciate that. Like, I don't want to. If they make a workout machine for that, I don't want to use it. No. All right, come on over here. We're gonna go to the Ass Buster 9000 now. Now, okay, very big important thing. There's 2 bottles here. This one is lube. This one is spray alcohol. The alcohol is for after. The lube is for before. If you mix those 2 bottles up, you will have a bad time. I saw someone mix them up once. Alcohol. Went to use the machine. And that sound came directly from his butthole. I did not know the ass had its own larynx until that happened. But here's what you do. Okay, here we go. And you just ease on down, and squeeze! Just do it! And 900 pounds. Can your sphincter ass bust 900 pounds? No! It cannot now, nor do I ever intended to. But, anyway, okay, so here's a quick question. Anyone here fan of Doctor Who?
You.
So, a couple years ago, there was I was Anthrocon actually, had a theme. It was a magic theme, but of course, because you're Anthrocon, it's the Anthropomorphic Institute of the Magical Arts. Hi, Pocket. But I was like, well, you know, I like cosplay, I like fursuiting, but why mix the two? And then they had the theme with magic, and there was an otter with like the cloak and the sorting hat, and he was Harry Otter. And I was like, this is adorable. I need to do something. So I'm like, okay, I like Doctor Who. I like cosplay. I could be a Doctor Who lion. I'll be the 4th Doctor as a lion, Doctor Mew. Because I realized, why combine the 2? The jokes. Seriously. Instead of traveling through time and space in the TARDIS, yes, welcome to the litter box. Large interior, time traveling, extra dimensionally rectangular box. Litter box, yes. Keep the sandy inside, please. Seriously, if you were a dog, you could be the dog tour. You know? It's great. There are some bad things to it though too, you know, if you were Dr. Moose. Alright, let's go into the TARDIS. Oh, my antlers. Oh, that's gonna hurt tomorrow. You know? He regenerates into a giraffe. Legs and belly and neck and holy shit! Well, let's get into the TARDIS. Whack! Oh, I broke my neck 2 seconds after I regenerated. I guess I won't be in the anniversary special. You know, but it's great. There's so many good and bad things about that. I mean, you could be Dr. Moo. You know, all right, you guys go. I'll stop them with my sonic udder. Oh, Dr. Moo, quick, stop them with your sonic udder. I don't know if you noticed, but I regenerated into Dr. Bull. That's not an udder anymore. Though if you keep stroking, it may vibrate like a sonic screen.
Let's try that.
But no, it's even as a lion though, there are some upsides and downsides. You know, as a cat, the master wouldn't need a laser screwdriver, he'd just need a laser pointer. Like, master, I'm gonna... Oh, the red dot's back! The red dot's back! The red dot's back! Red dot, you are my true arch nemesis. You know? You couldn't have the master as your arch enemy if you were the doctor. Oh, the master's home! The master's home! What are we gonna do, master? We're going to kill Belgium. Okay, let's kill Belgium. As a lion, you know, as the doctor, would be like, welcome to Planet X. Here, this used to be a thriving civilization of millions of anthropomorphic zebra people who all randomly disappeared yesterday at lunchtime. Well, we should go back to yesterday and save them. Oh, we can't do that. It's time locked. No.
I'm really lazy.
Doctor, did you eat the zebra people? No. Doctor, maybe. How could you do that? Hey, wibbly wobbly, timey wimey, lunchy wunchy. They were delicious. They were delicious, zebra. Doctor, how could you do that? Hey, don't sass me. I will leave you in a parallel world trapped with a half-human clone of myself. I'll do it. Oh, Rose, let me tell you, there's 30,000 roses out there, okay? Especially if you read the fan fiction. By the way, don't read the fan fiction. There was one of Captain Jack where he was an octopus.
Oh, God.
And I'm not talking his arms and legs. And slowly Captain Jack unzipped. And all of a sudden... You don't want to read that. How come you want to read that? I will loan it to you later. You don't want to read that.
Sigmund Freud.
You know, I had so much material coming into this. And I did my typical thing of not writing shit down. Not a song. Don't say a song, but suggest something. You're gonna... No, don't say it. Okay, do you guys want to hear the story of how me singing due to alkali happened?
Yes.
Okay. So, I went to Alkali one time. And I was like, hey, Alkali, we're going to do this stand-up for the first time on stage, and I was very, very nervous. And I'm like, so, if I look to you for advice, if I'm like, hey, Alkali, try and remember something we've talked about that I've done before a bit, and just, shout it out at me, because I'm really nervous. And that actually happened, and I'm like, Alkali, what's a bit I've done before that you want me to do? And he looks at me and goes, sing for me, Pandez. And I'm like, huh? What? Yeah, he's just looking there like, no. So I'm like, okay, I'll sing some random things to try and remember my material. And it happened, and then it suddenly became a thing every time. Like, I'm like, hey, Alkali, about 18 minutes, anything you want me to do, sing for me. So, every single time. And every single time, I have tried to do something a little different. Every time, so, it's like, okay, I'll just sing some random stuff. And then he made me sing the Canadian National Anthem.
Yeah.
Kage made me sing the Canadian National Anthem. Then it became the U.S. National Anthem. I sang the U.S. National Anthem in my alternate voice, which is my Friday the Lion character. And I sang the entire thing in that voice.
Oh.
And I'm actually... Should I do it now?
Yes.
Yes. So I thought there's only one way to top what I've been doing so far.
Yes.
I have to sing a duet with myself. So it's not the national anthem, but it is it's a favorite song of mine. Bare Naked Ladies, Brian Wilson, in both my voices. Are you ready for? You ready for this?
Hold on, is somebody recording this?
Yeah.
I'm ready for this.
Wait. Do you need me as an intermediary still, or can I just sit?
Let this gentleman sing.
Fair enough.
Okay, here we go. Drove downtown in the rain, 9:30 on a Tuesday night, just to check out the late night record shop. Call it impulsive, call it compulsive, call it insane. When I'm surrounded, I just can't stop. It's a matter of instinct, a matter of conditioning, a matter of fact. You can call me Pavlov's dog. Ring a bell and I'll salivate. How'd you like that? Dr. Landon, tell me you're not just a pedagogue. Cause right now I'm lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did. Well, I'm lying in bed, just like Brian Wilson did. Can we do the whole song?
Yes.
Whole song? Okay.
Hell song.
And it's gone. I got it. It came back. So I'm lying here, just staring at the ceiling tiles, and I'm wondering. Wait, no, that's not the line. No, it's gone. The song is gone. The song is totally gone.
Yeah.
I will rehearse that November 1st. What? Why are you staring at me?
I want you to sing more, fucker.
You want me to sing more?
No.
No, I have an okay voice.
Look, there are 7 pairs of wet panties in this room and only 3 girls.
I was so prepared coming into this, and all of it is gone because I forgot. See, Xander did the smart thing. He wrote everything down. I think I'm going to have to call my part now because honestly, all the material that I had is gone.